Welcome to Adventures in Consciousness, the interactive show that offers expansive conversation with pioneering new thought teachers and personal real-time guided journeys into the imaginal realm to access your soul's wisdom and discover how to live your greater story. Here is your host, human potentialist, soul mentor, and consciousness guide, Jennifer Evanko.
Hello and welcome. Welcome to another Adventures in Consciousness, the conversation. So today I'd like to address something a little bit different than we have in the past. We've been talking with some new thought leaders and teachers and healers and authors and some wonderful people. But I propose today to have a conversation with probably the most important conversation any of us can have with our own higher self, our own inner wisdom. I want to step back just a little bit before we go there. We know, I think you all agree, that we are in very uncertain times right now, caught between this chaos around us, what appears to be chaos, and so much information bombarding us all of the time. We sometimes it's very hard to do anything because there's just so much that you could do in any one moment, and other times it just feels like there's nothing you can do that you need to get done. And then I kind of feel like it's a time where we can't quite yet see this new complexity that's arising in front of us, this new way of being. What Jean Houston, who is a dear friend and my mentor, used to say, we are the people of the parentheses. We're at the end of one era and not quite yet in the beginning of the new era. But what she would also say is these times of the parentheses are the time that the future is seated. This time of the parenthesis, and we are the people of the parenthesis, is the time that is seeding the future. So if you think about it, how do we seed the future? How do we determine what is going to be our future? We can sit back and seemingly have it happen to us. We have all these things that are causing us to have to make rush decisions or forcing us to be a certain way, to stay inside, to be out with people with masks on, to be however we are in our lives. And yet there's some way that we can actually create the future. And that's the way to create the future is to listen what's trying to arise inside of us, to live on more dimensions of ourself, accessing more parts of ourself and applying it to the world around us. So Jean Houston, in her work and what she taught me a lot, was about tapping into what the high creatives do. A high creative would be somebody like Leonardo da Vinci, or even people now that are inventors and leaders and people that seem to have that touch, that Midas touch, and can turn things into gold because they can create things. And how they can do it is they work from more levels of themselves. They're open to hearing and feeling and sensing all that's coming into them and then organizing it through this beautiful tool that is their ego, and then creating and manifesting. So a high creative is somebody that's able to work on these multiple levels, can harness the talents of that inner crew, those inner personalities they have, the person that is the hard worker or the child or the clown or the different parts of themselves. They can play with all of those parts of themselves, and then guided by their true soul desires, they can use the mind and the ego as a manifesting tool and create. So that is kind of, as a human potentialist, that is my dream, to help people tap into all these different parts of themselves and to see the gifts that they have. So what I'd like to do today is step back again to that most important conversation I mentioned. When we meditate, when we go into ourselves, we go into that silent place of pure potential. And we open up to all these different possibilities, these ideas and things to arise. When you're at that place, you can also start bringing questions. You can open up to questions. And having a conversation with your own higher self about what some of your dreams or some of the things that are blocking you, or some of the something you want to realize in your life, to actually have a conversation with this part of you that is already activated and seated with the wisdom. That is the ultimate teacher, the ultimate conversation. So it's interesting. When I mentored with Jean for about 5 years, um, the very first thing she had me do was to write, to meditate, and then write with the entelechy. She calls this higher self the entelechy. And it's a process that she taught me called the entelechy process. And so I would sit there and just kind of stream of consciousness write. And that started my journey with Jean, and actually took us into some amazing places where we played with dimensions and time, and um, really discovered some of who I am. The real teacher was inside of me all the time, just like the real healer is inside of me and in each of us, in all of us. So I'd like to teach you this very simple technique today. As I said in the intro, these conversations, this show is about having conversations with these new thought leading speakers and authors, but it's also about the experience portion. And we've been getting so caught up in these wonderful conversations. I wanted to give you a time, a show where we just have experiences. So if you're ready, let's hold on. And this first one, I'll give you a little bit of information first. This first one, we're going to meet the entelechy, do the entelechy process. As I said, that was created by Jean Houston. And then we are going to, actually, we're also going to have a little bit of a prana exercise, which is a breathing exercise, a deep belly breathing, where you breathe in to about the count of 6 through the nose. You hold full for 3. You breathe out through the mouth, full breath out for 6, and hold for 3. This prana breathing energizes us and brings in that vital life force into us, and helps you when you do these journeys, when you go into these meditative journeys, to have the clarity and go deeper. So we'll do the prana breathing for about 10 minutes, and then we'll meet the entelechy. And then we'll come back for a little bit of a talk before we take a break. And then I have one other special at the end of the show that I'd like to share with you. So with that, let's go ahead and go to the recording for the entelechy process. We will begin now by closing your eyes and making yourself very comfortable, relaxing just as fully as you can. And for a little while now, with your eyes closed, let's bring the awareness to your breath. As you breathe in and out, not changing your breath, just being aware of how you breathe. In and out. Noticing the air as it passes your nose, and the slightly warmer air as you breathe out. And now let's deepen the breath just a little, and notice your chest rise and fall with each breath, in and out. And now let's deepen the breath into long, slow belly breaths. In through the nose, hold, out through the mouth, hold, and continue like this. Each breath in, imagine breathing in a sky blue color, a sky blue energy. And each breath out, breathe out tension and stress as if you're breathing out the color gray. Now, as you breathe in, let's imagine that you can paint your body from the inside out sky blue. So as you breathe in that blue energy through your toe on your right foot, breathing it into the foot and painting the whole foot sky blue. The bones, the muscles, the skin, all blue. And on your next in-breath, breathe that energy up through your right foot to the ankle. And the calf, all going sky blue. Continue breathing it up now through the knee and the thigh. All the way to your hip, so that your right leg now is all sky blue. Now let's begin with the left leg, the left foot, breathing it up through the toes, into the foot. And then sky blue all the way to the ankle and the calf. Up to the knee. And as you breathe, going sky blue all the way up to the thighs and the hip. So that now both legs are sky blue. Now on your next in-breath, breathing that sky blue up through your buttocks and your lower abdomen. All your muscles and bones and organs now turning sky blue. Moving up through your lower back. Right on up the spine, going sky blue. And now your abdomen, your stomach, and all the organs. And your rib cage, your lungs and your heart, all going sky blue. Beginning to feel that expanding energy, that prana, as you now breathe it up through your shoulders. Feel your shoulders relaxing, Breathing the energy now down through your arms, both arms, to the elbows, the wrist, and out the fingers, that sky blue. Each breath, that flowing energy, gently flowing in, rolling up your body, down your arms and out your fingers. And on the next in-breath, breathing it up now through your neck, releasing all tension and stress. Breathing it up through the lower part of your head, your back of your head, your chin, your mouth, your cheeks, all going sky blue. Breathing it to your ears, your eyes, and on the next in-breath, breathing it all the way up now to the top of your head, so that your whole body now is sky blue. And just float here for a while, fully covered and surrounded by this sky blue energy, expanding, each breath going a little deeper, a little more relaxed. So continue flowing with that deep prana breathing. And on your next breath, I invite you to contemplate beautiful soul questions silently to yourself. Allow the question to float in your awareness and just observe your thoughts or any answers that may come. The first soul question: who am I? Who am I? The next soul question: what do I really want? The answer may be material, ethereal, physical, emotional, spiritual, whatever you would like to see fulfilled in your life. And the last soul question: what is my purpose? How do I serve? Now, on your next out-breath, release all of the questions and any answers that may have come, allowing the universe to work out the details. Continuing with your eyes closed, relax your breathing, allowing yourself to slip into a gentle, resting rhythm. Very nice. So now it's time to connect with your own higher guidance, to have that conversation with your entelechy. You may already be aware of this process. However, let's start back at the beginning, deepening and enlivening your connection with your higher guidance. As you may know, the word entelechy is a Greek word. It's the one Aristotle used when he said, it is the entelechy of the acorn to be an oak tree, meaning that fully seated within the acorn is all that is needed to be the oak tree. We might say it is an entelechy of a baby to be a grown-up human being. And imagine now it is the entelechy of you to be fully realized in your higher purpose and your higher destiny. You can think of the entelechy as yourself as if you had 1,000 years to develop and do all of your human homework. So I'm going to ask you now to put your hands on your lap with your palms face up and breathe into those hands. And I want you to imagine, and for the next few minutes accept that it is true, that standing opposite you is your own high self, your entelechy. The part of you that gives you your deepest purpose and reason for being, your higher guidance. Imagine and accept that it is true for the time being, that this entelechy is placing his or her hands over yours, and breathe into that place, into that connection. You might imagine that you're feeling some tingling, a little electricity, a subtle touch. Whatever it is, continue to gain a sense of this presence, this entelechy who is looking upon you now with so much love. Entelechy knows your triumphs and your failings, who and what you are, and he or she loves you unconditionally. Your dear, dear friend, your high self. And this high self, touching your hands now, is looking upon you with so much affirmation, loving you, nurturing you, encouraging you. Perhaps you can feel yourself becoming warm by the great loving feeling that emanates from this high self, the one that we are calling the entelechy of you. And know yourself to be not only so very deeply loved in this moment, but you are being nurtured. You are being nourished by this great loving friend who holds you in such wonder and awe, who loves you so very much. Imagine looking up into the eyes of your own entelechy and seeing there a mirror of your own soul. Entelechy holds all the dimensions of your soul. As you continue to gaze at your entelechy, I invite you to bring to mind that beautiful soul question one more time. Who am I? Who am I really? As you ask this question, notice the smile that comes to entelechy. the twinkle in his or her eye. Your entelechy knows the deeper answers to this soul question and will show you now, with words, symbols, or impressions, the wisdom of who you are. You can make it a conversation if you wish. You have the next minute of clock time equal to all the time you need to share with entelechy some of the deeper meanings of your life. Now coming back to my voice, know that you've only just begun the conversation with entelechy, that you can return anytime and ask questions and explore realities with her. But for now, let's begin to reconnect with our body, to awaken and to maintain a state of physical well-being and mental calm that we gain from this prana exercise. So at this moment, imagine a red wave is spreading down from over your head, and it moves throughout your body, your forehead, your cheeks, your eyes, your nose, your mouth are turning red. And this beam of light, red light, travels down your neck and penetrates first your left arm, and then your right arm. Then the red wave expands throughout your body, passing down your trunk and into your left leg and into your right one. And you're completely immersed now in that luminous red wave. And it's bringing you awake in balance and harmony. You can gradually now move your fingers on your right hand, just little movements, and the fingers on your left hand. And begin to stretch. And when you're ready, very slowly, opening your eyes and coming back. So welcome back. Now I'd like you to just enjoy that connection with entelechy a little bit longer. We're going to go to break now for a moment. And when we come back, I'd like to share with you a little bit deeper journey. We've just had the introduction with entelechy, and now we'll start going a little deeper. So I will see you back in just a couple of moments.
Real Conscious Connection. Om Times Radio. IOM FM. Om Times Magazine is one of the leading online content providers of positivity, wellness, and personal empowerment. A philanthropic organization, their net proceeds are funneled to support worldwide charity initiatives via Humanity Healing International. Through their commitment to creating community and providing conscious content, they aspire to uplift humanity on a global scale. Om Times, co-creating a more conscious lifestyle.
Hello, I'm Sandy Sedgbeer, host of Om Times Magazine's flagship radio show, What is Going Om. My passion is sifting through information, research and innovations from new thought teachers, speakers and researchers pushing back the boundaries of what we know about life, energy, metaphysics and the universe. I love shifting perceptions about who we are, why we're here, and how quickly impossible becomes normal when we open our minds, expand our awareness, and accept that the only limits that exist are those we place upon ourselves. So if you're the kind of forward-thinking, eager investigator of what lies beyond the current reality that most perceive, why not make a date to come play with me in the field of possibilities at 4 p.m. Pacific Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time every Thursday, and together we can discover what's really going on.
There is no greater mystery in life than you. So why not take a fully experiential plunge into the depths of your being to uncover and retrieve all the secrets and wisdom your soul is crying out for you to know? If you enjoy Adventures in Consciousness, the conversation, you'll love Adventures in Consciousness, the course. Join Jennifer in this unique 13-week series of journeys specifically designed to unlock the mysteries of yourself. Each week, you'll journey progressively deeper into the meta realm, where, freed from the limitations of your mind, you'll get to play and explore the inner and outer reaches of your awareness. The next series of Adventures in Consciousness, the course, is starting soon. Find out more and stake your place at jenniferevanko.com.
There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children she didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread and kissed them all soundly.
Lights out.
Good night. And put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org.
So welcome back. You're listening to Adventures in Consciousness, the conversation. And today our guest is our own higher self. Each of us has a higher self, and our entelechy is who we are speaking with. I'd like to share with you now another journey. But first, just take a moment while you're awake and your eyes are open and get a sense of the entelechy being with you now. Just for a moment, take a breath. Just feel how you can connect and reach out with your own entelechy. It is interesting to see how you can play with entelechy at different levels of awareness. You can be going into your dream state and dream with entelechy, or be out walking in nature and feel her presence or his presence. So enjoy playing with different levels of your entelechy and see what you can discover. This next meditation, we're going to be going into a little bit of a journey into the future with entelechy, thinking about a perfect day where we are at a conscious choice-making point in each moment. We often work with just habit and just aren't conscious about what we're doing. So imagine how your life would shift if you could be conscious and know what you really desire in every moment. And so we're going to just play with that a little bit. And I wanted to also mention real quick that there's a powerful place between imagination, or just beyond imagination, called the imaginal. So we start with imagination and imagining these things, but then something else starts to happen and starts to unfold. And it's the power of the imaginal to create and to manifest. So with that, let's move into our second meditation. Enjoy. So let's begin. Let's take a moment and make yourself very comfortable, relaxing just as fully as you can. And for a little while now, with your eyes closed, let's bring the awareness to your breath as you breathe in and out. Now deepening your breath just a little, and notice your chest rise and fall with each breath. And now let's deepen that breath into those long, slow belly breaths in through the nose Hold out through the mouth. Hold and continue like this. Each breath in, imagine breathing in a sky blue color, a sky blue energy. And each breath out, breathe out tension and stress as if you're breathing out the color gray. And just float here for a while, expanding. Each breath going a little deeper, a little more relaxed. Now bringing your awareness to your heart center and also to your third eye, imagining there is a blue channel between your third eye and your heart center. And imagine for the next few moments to breathe between those 2 points. Breathing in through the third eye, flowing to the heart, going back up to the third eye. Just breathe in this manner, in this channel, this canal between the third eye and the heart. Very nice. Now, taking a deep breath in and releasing the breath now, allowing yourself to slip into that gentle, resting rhythm. Now I invite you to imagine, as if in a dream, that you're standing with your own entelechy, your high self. And this entelechy is looking upon you now with so much love. You may even begin to feel that warmth that emanates from the one who knows you and who loves you. And from this moment forth is evoking you and charging you and igniting you to all of your possibilities. Entelechy turns to you and asks you to hold out your hands in front of you and receive into those hands a beautiful gift, a gift from your entelechy, a very special crystal. It is a crystal your entelechy has held for you throughout time, throughout all of time, and beyond. It is a recorder of sorts, containing the memories of your soul. And once activated, This crystal works with synchronicity and will unlock seated wisdoms for you in those perfect moments. To activate the crystal, you simply receive the gift into your energy field and then explore it by opening all of your inner senses. We'll do that now together. So let's begin by first observing the crystal. Imagining what you see, the shape, the colors, any symbols, paying attention to any impressions you observe. And now let's explore the feeling or the touch of your crystal. Imagining what it feels like, the texture, the temperature, the weight. And notice how you feel holding the crystal, any emotions, any sensations. Now listening to your crystal, explore the sounds or the silence, any vibration, and maybe even words or melodies. And now smell. Is there any scent that comes to mind as you connect with your crystal? And finally, taste. Is there a flavor that comes to mind as you connect? Now Entelechy places his or her hands over yours, still holding the crystal, and for just a moment connect with your Entelechy and see if there is any other wisdom that you need to know in this moment about the crystal. And as you stand with your Entelechy now, connected to your beautiful soul crystal, I'd like you to imagine in this moment, what do you really, really want for today? And imagine that you can view through your third eye the whole day, starting from this moment and moving forward in flow with your soul's choice. And imagine what that day would be like. From those simple things like what you're going to eat, what you're going to wear, who you're going to talk to. Each moment a conscious moment. And each moment expanding your heart and bringing you joy. So I'd like you to imagine now and take the next few moments to move through your entire day, the perfect day. I'll watch the time. Now taking a deep breath in and releasing. And I'd like you to bring your awareness back to your heart and consider, what do I want to accomplish in this week? What would bring me joy? It might be something specific or just a feeling. Again, with curiosity and wonder, and knowing you're connected with your soul and your entelechy. What do I want to accomplish in the week? And when you have a sense, I'd like you once again to imagine that breath between the heart and the third eye, projecting out now of your third eye and imagining moving through your week and having that conscious choice at those important moments and flowing with that joy and gratitude. And just imagine, I'll watch the time. And now, coming back to your breath, breathing in into the heart, opening that channel one more time between the heart and the third eye. And this time, I'd like you to consider in your heart, what would be the perfect year?
projecting out through your third eye, moving with your entelechy and your soul's desires, and imagining the whole year unfolding before you, where you find yourself making the choice that brings you the most joy, the most growth and expansion. What do you really, really want for this year? Imagine and envision as vividly as you can. I'll watch the time. Now, coming back to my voice, back to your entelechy. And holding the crystal now, bring it to your heart. And as you do, know that you are bringing it into your own energy field, that you carry that crystal with you, and it's there whenever you need it. And now looking up at your entelechy and smiling, bringing your hands to your chest and bowing, Namaste. Seeing the divinity in the entelechy is the divinity in you. Begin to be aware of the breath as you breathe into your body. Breathing all the way down into your toes, wiggling your toes and your fingers, and imagining again that red energy flowing down your body now like a warm blanket. And as it touches your body, you feel enlivened. You feel warm and safe and content to be in your body as this energy rolls down your body, moving just a little more now and stretching. And when you're ready, at your own time, slowly, very slowly, opening your eyes.
Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed today's experiences with entelechy. The conversation has just begun. This is a tool that I encourage you to play with and to use your imagination and see where entelechy can take you. If you want to explore more, we have a couple on free experiences on my website at jenniferevanko.com. You can go to Countdown to a New Beginning, which is 12 separate 30-minute experiences with your entelechy and with time. And we're also starting a new series in January called Ask Entelechy, where we can come together and experience this energy of the possible together. So thank you, and I will see you next time.